What up guys, Jacques Slade here with another unboxing for you guys, and this time this is a Nike ID. I know what it is. I think I know what it is at least, and I believe these are the pair that I created at All-Star, and there's a big story behind it. I wouldn't say a big story, but there's a story behind it that kind of made it a little weird when I was creating them. So I wanted to share that with you while I did the unboxing. So without further ado, let's start the unboxing. So while I was at All-Star in Toronto, Nike held an event at a place, at a little, like a storefront almost in Toronto called the Nike ID Loft. And while I was there, you know, they invited people out to come and create a Nike ID. So they had a big night when there was a bunch of different like sneaker bloggers and different people there. And another guy that was there was Chang. Now Chang is the guy that created or that designed pretty much the whole KD line, amongst other things, but he designed the KD line. So when it was my turn to go create my Nike ID, he was like, you know, walking around talking to people. He came up next to me and was like, all right, what are you gonna do? Now, I was super nervous. So like Chang walks up next to you while you're designing your Nike ID. Like I was just super nervous. 'Cause I'm like, this dude does this for a living, and here I am like putting colorways on a shoe, and I was like super nervous. So this is what I came up with, and you guys can tell me what you think about it. So here is my Kobe 11. We had a choice between the Kobe 11, LeBron, KD, and I think there was a couple other shoes. Obviously, because it was Kobe's last All-Star game, I was like, all right, I'm gonna do Kobe's shoe. And so this is what I came up with. Very nice, nice. This is when they first introduced those multi-color prints for the Flyknit. So I went with those, and these came out pretty nice. All right, okay, cool. All right, I'm not so nervous now. I was nervous at first, so I'm not as nervous as before. So let's take a look, see what they have here. I went with this print just because we were in Toronto, and I wanted to capture the whole being in the north of Aurora Borealis. So that's why it has this Flyknit print with all these colors on it. Then like Leo was sitting there next to me, and I was trying to pick the color of the swoosh, and I would like kind of click on the color, and I'd kind of look at him out the corner of my eye to see if he'd react, and he didn't react. So I'd switch to another one and look back, and he was just like standing there stone faced, and I was like, oh, come on, help me out here, because you're like a genius at this, and I'm just like, I'm a YouTube guy. So I ended up going with silver because I thought it looked the best. And so once I decided on the color of the swoosh, which was silver, I was like, all right, let's make the liner silver as well, because I didn't want it to pop too much outside of what was already there. So I kept that color. Let me pull this out because I have some details on the inside I want you guys to see as well. So, but it was just a really super nervous time for me, just because he was literally, it was like I was at the computer and he was just like right here watching me go, and I was just like, okay, this color, that color. Anyway, so yeah, so that's what I went with. That kept everything white because I kind of wanted it to be subtle. I have a couple of details here. I went with they let us change the logo on the tongue. So I went with the north because obviously we were in Toronto. The bricks because it was super cold, and I've always thought of that, like somebody said there's brick outside, that means it's cold. And then the star because it was the All-Star game, and then Kobe's logo there. And then on the heel, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 stars, obviously because you were in the 6, as they call Toronto, and it was All-Star, so I put stars there as well. I went with the green here because I thought it really popped against the Aurora Borealis. I went with the speckled laces, so they have gold tips. I probably should have went with silver now that I see it in real life against the silver swoosh and the silver liner. These probably would have been better to go with silver dotted laces and silver lace tips, but it's too late for that now. And then the final details are the back of the tongue where it says 16 for 2016. Then it says the All-Star game because it was obviously the All-Star game. And then again, 16, and then where the All-Star game was, which was in Toronto. So I threw that there. Then they have like an embossed like reptile print over here for that whole Black Mamba, keep the Black Mamba theme going. So that's it. That's my Nike ID for All-Star 2016 that I created at the Nike ID Suite. Thank you to Nike for allowing me to create these. Thank you to Chang, because Leo was literally right there when I finished the design. I was like, all right, so what do you think, man? Like, tell me, what are your thoughts? And he was like, no, they're good. He was like, it's good. He was like, a good job. He was like, a good job. I didn't want to say anything because I didn't want to influence your decisions. He's like, but I like the way they ended up. Good job. So hopefully he really meant that. Thank you, Leo. I appreciate the compliment because it made me feel really good about it after I was done because I was super nervous with you standing there. So to hear you say good job really kind of brightened up my day for All-Star. It was kind of like one of my highlight moments at All-Stars. Like I did a NIKEiD, a NIKEiD design with Nike's basketball KD designer standing right next to me. And when I finished, he said, nice job. So that kind of made me feel kind of cool in a sense. Anyway, so yeah, just wanted to give you guys a quick look at those. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you have, make sure you like, favorite, and subscribe, and then share it with people that you think would enjoy this video as well. If you haven't already, make sure you follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat. It's all under the name Kustoo. As always, guys, I appreciate you. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you soon. Peace. And today I have a double unboxing for you guys. 2 pair of kicks that I happened to cop just this week over at the Nike Vault in LA. I got really lucky.
What's up, guys? Jacques Slade here with Kevin Durant. And as you know, we just launched the NIKEiD I, just launched the Olympic jerseys. Now, you've been on a low top